Kapha Dosha. Kapha is described as heavy, slow, cool, oily, smooth, and stable. Kapha Dosha is earth and water, or soil and water. And these qualities of soil and water manifest in the physical and mental aspects of individuals who are high in Kapha. If you have a predominant Kapha dosha, you tend to be sturdy, well-built, soft and supple, with a generally calm disposition. So again, Kapha season is the rainy season, and so Kapha dosha is responsible for structure and cohesion and lubrication in the body. Kapha dosha is what provides the strength, the stability, and the integrity to the tissues, joints, and organs. Kapha dosha governs the mucus, synovial fluid, saliva, and cerebrospinal fluid in your body. And Kapha dosha plays the role of functioning in the stomach, liver, and pancreas. It regulates digestion, assimilation, and metabolism. Kapha is involved in the immune system and provides resilience and protection against disease. Kapha is also associated with energy storage in the body, in particular adipose tissue or fat. And so Kapha influences body weight, energy reserves, and stamina. Kapha influences the mind and emotions by contributing stability, calmness, and groundedness. When it's balanced, we have emotions like compassion, love, and forgiveness. But if we have too much Kapha, we can feel lethargic, overly attached, and really resistant to change. Here are some celebrities that are Kapha dominant: Beyonce, Oprah, Liv Tyler, Nigella Lawson, and Adele. So if you have a Kapha body, to remember that your curves are your sensuality. And we can see these Kapha people, pushing themselves really hard to lose weight. But their natural state is to be a little bit more rounded. So Kapha is predominantly water, unlike Pitta, which has a little bit of water. Kapha is mostly water. So this is a sort of full, soft, thick, cool, moist body and skin. More stocky, larger frame, lubricated joints, and often a well-developed chest. Kapha people have a tendency to be a little bit more overweight, but calm and steady and, positive in their minds about it. So actually they are the ones that tend to have the healthiest digestion, and they tend to have the most white teeth. So if you remember, if you didn't watch it, Pitta people tend to have more yellow teeth, Vata people tend to have more gray teeth, and Kapha people tend to have more white teeth. So Kapha people sleep heavy, but they can get too muddy, so they like to stay rested a lot or rest too much. So Kapha people are the ones that really have to kind of push themselves to move. Otherwise they can get too attached and not want anything to change, so they'll just stay on the sofa the whole day. This can also be true in relationships. Kapha people can be great partners. If you're a Kapha, it can mean that you overstay in relationships, or in your job, for example. Kapha people would be the ones that would possibly stay in the same job their entire career. So naturally Kapha, just really good-natured, very forgiving, great friends, in their body, just, a little bit heavier, but really kind of strong constitution, in the sense it's just not too much going on. So some imbalances in Kapha would be weight gain, depression, getting, swollen breast, tender breast, feeling a lot of cravings for sweets, feeling sluggish, water retention, and just wanting to stay asleep, basically. So as you can see here, it's more sort of issues with imbalance for Kapha. And then we're going to go through some ways of balancing Kapha dosha. So we always try to do the opposite to Kapha, or the opposite to the dosha that we want to create more balance for. So for Kapha, which is a very still element, we want to increase warmth and movement by consuming lighter, more stimulating foods, getting more invigorating and energizing activities. Here is Kapha skin. So as you can see, it can get very oily, and we can have more kind of sebum. But when it's in balance, it's great skin. It doesn't really have issues with sunshine. It doesn't really wrinkle. It's more cool to touch. Here are my tips for balancing your Kapha dosha. So regular rituals to create structure and stability, but also to prevent Kapha dosha from becoming too still. So eating warm and spicy food, light, dry foods to counterbalance the heavy and moist nature of Kapha. Spices like, ginger, black pepper, cinnamon, and cloves to improve your digestion and to keep circulation going. And to embrace bitter and astringent things like leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, pomegranates, and legumes. And to really stay away from a lot of dairy products, fried food, processed sugar, and refined grains. To stay hydrated with warm liquids like ginger tea will help support the digestion. And really important for Kapha is to continue daily to eliminate toxins, because Kapha again tends to get stagnant and hold on to them, as we can see in sort of water retention and that type of thing. Need to move the lymph, so stimulating activities both mentally and physically, trying to increase blood circulation. So really more kind of power yoga, jogging, dancing, breaking a sweat, basically. And to do more intense pranayama exercises that really get your blood flowing. Avoid stagnation. Be in a space that is dynamic, or stay in like a red room would be great. Energy that is more constructive to movement. Here is a type of schedule for Kapha changing between summer and fall. So you can see, like in spring and summer, to drink ginger and licorice tea, and in winter and fall to drink coffee with goat's milk, as an example. Here's some food that balance Kapha. Again, you can screenshot this. And so to wrap up, rainy season is Kapha season. To stay balanced with your Kapha, to go for astringent, bitter, and pungent, stay away from the sweets, and to move a lot through rigorous exercise and keep detoxing all the time.